I ran up here to Newt. I used to live up here, and I'm familiar with the copy and computer guy around the corner. He just plugs in my little thumb drive and prints out my TM30 proof of residency that the landlord has to fill out. But when you go to immigration, it's in the computer system, but they always want a hard copy. So I put that on the thumb drive. They also want copies of your lease. If you think you need 2 copies, bring 4 copies. The last time I was at immigration, they took 2 copies from me. The one guy for the original visa, and then when I went to change it to a multi-entry visa, he kept a copy of the lease as well. So if I had only made 1 copy, that would have been one more trip to get copies there at immigration and get back in line. So just bring plenty of copies. I'm also going to get some new passport photos there. He has some nice suit jackets you can put on to dress your picture up a little. My last batch of pictures, they're supposed to be 6 months old. They're a year old, but I had my hair a lot shorter back then. So once again, don't give them any reason to question the paperwork you turn in. Just get some new photos. It's not that big a deal, a few dollars. I ran in to get my copies. Maybe I was in there, maybe 10 minutes. And I came outside, it's pouring rain. Oh, and wait to get your immigration photos over here. They're a slightly different size than US passport photos. So don't waste a bunch of money getting 10 or 12 photos at Costco. Just get them here. So it's about 9:30 p.m. and I'm gonna go meet my friend Wendy at the Money Bar over in Prakanong. If you know where the W District is, right across the street is PJ O'Brien's Irish Pub. And then in the alley behind that, there's a place called Arcadia. It's like 80s arcade games, good little rooftop bar. Well, right across from that is the Money Bar. It used to be called something else, but I know it's been Money Bar for at least 3 or 4 months. We're gonna go over there and have a beer. Here's Sukhumvit at, what is it, about 9:30 on a Wednesday evening. It's always packed, but we came the back way on Rama 4 from the Big C and Lotus area and blasted over here, so I opted for a car. I know when it's wide open like that, it's not great sitting on the back of a motorbike going just flying down Rama 4. And it was 100 baht for a car, 51 baht for a motorbike, so it's worth it to me to pay the extra, whatever that is, a whopping $1.25 to just be a little safer in a car when you're flying. During rush hour, splitting lanes is the way to go on the back of a motorbike, but you're going a lot slower, and the splitting lanes is a little sketchy, but I'd rather do that than go 40 or 50 miles an hour on a motorbike. And this is the W District. I'm heading right across the street. That is PJ O'Brien's Irish, and then right up this little soy, if you go up not even 100 feet and off to the left, we're heading to the Money Bar, and that's also where you'll find Arcadia. I think I have 5 or 10 minutes, so I'll show you a quick peek at W District. Great little outdoor spot for food trucks or little permanent stands. There's a nice little craft beer store here. W, I think, I know it's right across the street from PJ O'Brien's, and I want to say the next major street is Sukhumvit Soy 67. I think. Just get off at Prakanong BTS, and you can look at PJ O'Brien's on Google Maps, and it's right across the street. W District will also be marked on Google Maps. W District still 50 feet straight ahead, but before you enter, there's a couple of wine bars and Japanese restaurants, and a really good, I guess it's a bar called Cosmo. Great happy hour. Yeah, here's Cosmo. We're calling it a resto and bar. And here's the W. I guess 20 different stalls to choose from. Mexican food, Indian, good barbecue. Just grab a seat and they'll rush over with a drink order. I see they put some awnings up. It's been a little problematic if it started to rain. I don't remember those awnings being there. At least that's a little bit of a rain guard. But this really isn't the place to head in a rainy day. And these are 2 of my favorite, Holy Smokes, and on the left there is Cooper. haven't tried that Indian food next door, but Holy Smoke is really good. Holy Smokes, I guess. And here's the grilled cheese truck. You can have any drink or beer brought right to your table. Like I say, just order your food, head to the table with a little buzzer, and they'll rush over to see what kind of drink they can bring you. Right behind W District is a bunch of, I'll call them karaoke bars. There must be 10 or 15 of them going up this little alley. And here's another wine bar. There's also a rooftop bar. I think it's called Cielo, or maybe it's a rooftop restaurant. I'm not sure. That's not really my style. Coconut yogurt, closed up for the day. Here's the Slim Pig fresh pure juice stand. And she closed up a little early, but I like this Monkey Shack Hawaiian shave ice. And this is new since the last time I was here about a month ago. And luckily we got a nice pedestrian bridge to cross Sukhumvit. There goes the BTS. Because this isn't any kind of street you want to try to run across. Not that you can. I think there's a fence right in the middle anyhow. And if you're looking for W District, it's easy to find. Just down the way, maybe 100 meters, is Prakanong BTS. Make your way over, look for the Taco Bell, and walk in the back. They also have a large W. Yeah, I like this new place. I like to see anybody opening up a new place. And across the street, this is PJ O'Brien's. You can get yourself a proper Guinness in there and live music. I know at least on the weekends. Tonight is Wednesday, not much going on. You can check their Facebook page. Happy hour, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tiger Pint, 85. It's a pretty good deal. Live music Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. And right across the street from W District, Soy Sukhumvit +1. We're gonna make our way down. And the J Bar and Cafe is on the right. I hung out in there a time or two. I used to stay in an Airbnb, Soy 48, which is to the left, 500 meters maybe shorter. And right next to the J Bar, I forget the name of this building, but it's a little bit older, and you can oftentimes see larger size units at an affordable price. It is a little bit of an older building, but the trade-off is you're going to have a larger unit. I think it's Sukhumvit Plus, I think. I'll get the name when I make the turn here. And here's the J Bar. It's real popular with people that live in the area. Just a little outdoor bar and cafe. And it says happy hour 12 to 7, 20% off beer, wines, and cocktails. And I was correct, it's just called Sukhumvit Plus. It's a short walk to Prakanong BTS. The only problem is that is Rama 4, and where it connects to Sukhumvit, it's a lot of traffic. What you have to do is get off the train on the other side of the street and then come over to that bridge at W District that I just crossed over, rather than trying to fight running across that Rama 4, even with a red light. Cars and motorbikes especially kind of ease their way through. And that Sukhumvit off in the distance, J Bar on the left, and we are going to make this little turn and just go about 100 feet up the way. Arcadia 80s bar and arcade games will be on the left, and on the right is the Money Bar. And that large 20-something story building you see, I believe, that's either a Soak on 48 or the Life building on 48. Life is where I used to stay in an Airbnb over and over. I had a good relationship with the owner, but that was years ago. Japanese restaurant tucked back here. And here's Arcadia. Check out their Facebook. They're always doing interesting things. I know in the non-rainy season, they do movies on the open rooftop deck, kind of old school movies like Porky's, that kind of thing. And that little place on the corner is where I'm heading tonight, the Money Bar. Small little 6-story hotel tucked away back here, Tim's place. It's a nice little dive bar, 2 pool tables. And I think this tall Singa is $130, so that's a good deal. Most bars around Bangkok for a regular bottle is $140. This is Cheap Charlie's prices. There's definitely a good mix of locals and expats hanging out in here. Good little neighborhood bar. And it's nice to have some air conditioning. They have some nice patio area outside, but I'm inside soaking up the AC. So it is about 1:30 in the morning, and it looks like we're not going anywhere. About 3 inches of rain has been dumping for the past hour or so. So we're all just hanging out, having another cocktail. There's my friend Wendy over there. Yeah, this is a mess. Not that you're going to be able to get a cab. Even the people that live just a couple 100 feet away in the building, they're not going anywhere. That's all right. We're all sitting around. I just ran into another buddy who is in the Navy in San Diego. He's a little younger than me, but I remember the old ship he was on. So it's another great night here in Bangkok. We closed the bar up. The rain stopped. No problem. So I'm going to jump in a cab and head on home. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And consider subscribing for more little takes around Bangkok. Have a great evening.